Today is the 20th of October and we are celebrating World ATC Day. It is a remarkable day because in all the stations worldwide, we have women in control. Call it Lagos, Kano, Port Harcourt, all the women are taking control. And it is so inspiring to know that we can have safe airspaces with women behind the controls. This is to inspire other women in other industries and in the aviation industry that women can indeed keep our airspaces safe. Happy World ATC Day to you and to everyone out there.
November 5 Sierra Delta, squawk 2710 for in Africa, 34 Delta runway left, exit on departure, maintain runway Today in the history of aviation in Nigeria, we're having an all-female crew. And I don't know how to explain how I feel, but I feel so beautiful knowing that my sisters are all here. So today we are making history, and then it's not just a history in the making, we are letting people know how united we are as a body and how we can do many more beautiful things with a united front. So welcome to World Air Traffic Controllers Day, with the icing on the cake being an all-female crew in Nigeria. My name is Kate Nana Ibembo. I am an air traffic controller and an air safety inspector with the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. And it's my pleasure to let you into the world of all-female crew and World ATC Day in Nigeria. 650-550. Delta. Click 140.
I entered the ATC because I love the job. It's interesting. There are different challenges day by day. You don't meet the same traffic. It's interesting. It stimulates you. It pushes you to do better as an individual. And it has helped me in a lot of ways, more ways than I can count.
How did I get into air traffic control? I taught people it was by divine providence. Because I remember I never knew anything about air traffic control. All I knew about in aviation was piloting. And the beautiful cabin crew I always admired. But anyone that remembers before the time of session for vacancies online, we normally do go to the newspaper stands, daily stands, Tuesday and Thursday Guardians, where you look for jobs as a fresh graduate. My then fiance saw an advert in the Guardian newspapers and applied for me without seeking my consent. And he called and said, I have a job I saw that I know you do well. And I'm like, what's the job all about? He said, I don't know, but you're going to go write the interview. And like they said, the rest is history. So that's how I got into aviation. I came into aviation by divine providence, but I want to let you know that that is the best that has happened to me as a person. I've met friends for life. I've met sisters for life. I've met people who have pushed me to be better than I am. So that is how I got into air traffic control.
One general misconception I want to correct about air traffic controllers. Most people you tell that you're an air traffic controller will assume that you're a traffic warden or you're a marshaller. They assume that you are controlling the aircraft there on the ground. No, what we do is better. We keep the sky safe enough for people to go and then come back safely on the ground. So air traffic controllers are wardens of the sky. That's the way I will put it. So I want people to understand that our job is paramount and that we guide every plane that goes in the sky. We are there to see you from the minute you get on it until you come down safely.
One of the misconceptions I like to correct in air traffic control is that we are often seen as the marshallers, those who wave their hands like this to the pilots when they are parking at the apron. As an air traffic controller, I work in a place that is very visible to all, but not many people know what goes on in the house where we stay. We often relate with pilots, and yes, we are not seen, but we do a lot of works. In air traffic control, your mind must be at rest. When you're on the seat, you're thinking of so many things at the same time. You're doing so many things at the same time. You talk to your pilot, you talk to other units in air traffic control. So being an air traffic controller has taught me to be more composed than ever. Now I manage my time very well because I can't joke with a second. Every second matters in air traffic control. In the moment you miss a second, you can cause a collision either in air or on ground.
My name is Oyini Kafilat, a traffic controller in Lagos Airport, Murtala Mohammed International Airport. I'm an air traffic controller, as I've said before, and air traffic control, as it is not studied in any of our universities. We get recruited, and from there, we have to go to Zaria for a diploma course, and then from there, we start work here. So it's not something you study in the university. You just get recruited, and from there you are good to go with rigorous training in Zaria. With regards to if there's any kind of gender bias in my profession, I would say we are all viewed as men, as it is. The profession sees us all as men. We come for night duties. Even when you're pregnant, you are not. You do your work the way all men are also doing it. So I don't see any gender bias, and we work just like the men do, and they accord us respect and work good with us.
After rigorous trainings and exams, I believe my most memorable moment in Nama is the day I got my NCAA. I passed my NCAA written exam. So that has been like a stepping stone to the job. Because without passing the exam, you wouldn't call yourself an air traffic controller.
In aviation, the basic language is English, but at the same time, you have to be patient with the pilot. Sometimes you use phonetic alphabet to spell out whatever you want to tell them in order to eliminate any form of confusion. 07124, position 12 miles east Lima, for the Lagos Control 173.
What is a typical day for an air traffic controller when you take over duty? There's a slogan that says, tune in, tune off. So once you step into the control room and you assume control, you are advised to tune off everything that might distract you and tune in into the work at hand. So when you come into work as an air traffic controller and you take over duty, the first thing you do is you forget about yourself. Forget about yourself and think about the passengers on board of the aircraft and the pilot. So literally you become selfless. Not that you're sacrificing yourself on the altar of, comfort for others, but you're just forgetting yourself for that time being to make sure the flying public is safe. So that is what happens when you take over watch. And like I always said before, ATC is a teamwork. You can't do it alone. So once we come in, not I come in, once we come in as a group, there's that synergy, coordination, collaboration, communication that makes it a whole, beautiful experience. So it's like a smooth rolling ball of fufu, getting ready to be, taken in with a good pot of soup. So that's what ATC is once you take over watch. So you come in, you tune off, and you tune in so that you deliver the best of safe and efficient air traffic control services.
When I was posted to Port Harcourt military, the lift wasn't working at that time. With every lift, you still have to climb the stairs and do your work. And there are some other aspects of ATC that I think is most challenging too, even whether you have to take care of the home and still have to come to work. Those are the things, and still perform your duty as an air traffic controller. Apart from that, I think another issue I want to discuss about the issue of coming to work early, balancing your home activities with work. That's another issue again, as a gender issue, related issue. But for me, I was able to balance it. I was able to do more of it, and I was able to forge ahead. I think I would advise people coming to ATC as a mother that when you are coming to ATC, prepare your mind that we are all airmen. You do the work as if you are a man. You are coming to the work not as a lady, because you have to be strong, you have to be vibrant, you have to forge ahead.
Actually, it's quite challenging, but thank God for a very good support system that has been helpful. And I have to know my limitations, which has been very, very interesting. When we resume morning duty, we gather together and we usually have a little discussion on how the job will go, and we do a little bit of briefing. Then we proceed to our various units to gather together and continue with our work. So I check my equipment before I start working. I read the logbook, and I also check the serviceability of other substations under Lagos approach to ensure that they work properly. And if there is any malfunction, we call the engineers to check and adjust to ensure safety, because our role is to ensure safety in the environment.
So air traffic controllers, what we do basically is provide separation between aircrafts in the air, also aircrafts that are taxiing, that is on the maneuvering area, and aircrafts that's within the vicinity of the airport that are coming in to land. After being in contact with the three units that give guidance, navigational guidance to aircraft when they are coming to land. We have the ACC, which is the air traffic, that's the area control. We have the approach control and tower. Tower, they take care of, they provide separation between aircraft that wants to land. They give landing clearances and departure clearances. While the approach, they are in charge of the arriving aircrafts after being transferred from the area. Area control, they are the major, the highest set of air traffic control units. They deal with the aircrafts that are in the airspace, both departing from Lagos as a center to other countries and those that are coming in to land in Lagos.
Yes, I've had so many, but one of those that has stood out is the day an aircraft had a flat tire on the interconnecting taxiway, preventing aircraft from taxiing from the local airport to the international airport. And this incident caused a lot of delays because aircraft that landed from Accra were unable to taxi back to GAT. So they had to taxi back to runway 18 right, take off on 18 right, then make a turn and then land on runway 18 left. That was very unusual because work was hectic. People were calling, there was a lot of confusion. But at the end of the day, the aircraft was finally towed. The aircraft that had the bus tire was finally towed out after about 6 hours, and work went back to normal.
Remember, since Bravo, do you have situations any frequency required for this? The period of time I've been in it is that technology has made ATC seamless. Unlike what was there before and what is there now, you can actually know when an aircraft takes off from a destination to you can actually track it even before it gets to your own jurisdiction of control. So technology has made it easy. I said earlier on, communication, technology, collaboration, technology. So what do you think makes it possible? Technology is what enables us to call the next control unit and ask questions or pass traffic. Technology is the oil that makes the wheel of aviation very, very smooth. So it can take us to anywhere, any place. So in the comfort of your state, the state I'm talking about, Nigeria is a state under ICAO. In the comfort of your state, you can know what is happening in another state. So technology has made it possible for aviation as a word to be shrunk. So it's no longer that wide. It's just like walking from room to room. So it has constricted the airspace, so to speak, and makes it easier for us to know what is happening in point A to point B. So it has made it seamless. It has made it seamless. It has made it more engaging and I would say efficient and safe. It might not be 100%, but 99.9%.
I was born into an aviation family, though not air traffic control, but my father was an aeronautical information service personnel. So I had maybe say privileged information about air traffic control. I was opportuned to apply. I got a scholarship to study the basic course in Zaria, and that was how I started my journey into ATC. So, journey so far, it's been good, very interesting job. I love doing what I do. New challenges every day. You have to take abrupt or quick decisions every day. I'm happy to do what I'm doing. I'm hopeful for the future of ATC. A lot of challenges, but we hope that in the near future, as aviation is dynamic, yes, we know. So we are hoping that as technology advances, we have those kind of opportunities that we have advanced technologies to work with. That way it reduces the stress on the air traffic controllers.
Copy 180, code number of call.
We are 169 passengers and
Copy.
For ladies aspiring to be air traffic controllers, you must first be a graduate from any Nigerian university in sciences. You have to read physics, chemistry, mathematics, statistics, geology, geography. You finish, you apply, you go to Zaria. After about 65 weeks, you graduate. Then you can seek employment in Nigerian Airspace Management Agency to be an air traffic control officer.
On departure on the radar control, turn left, both book lines, fly level 270.
One of my most rewarding moments in this career was the just concluded Sky Keepers Awards that happened in August 2023, where we're able to showcase what we do. We were appreciated and recognized. Trust me, it was a beautiful one, and we look forward to more of this. Thank you. Happy